Have you ever picked up your phone to look for something and 30 minutes later, you still haven't found what you were looking for, but you ended up on different pages looking at different things that had nothing to do with what you were looking for? This can become our spiritual lives. We have to be willing to identify the distractions in our lives. And that example I just gave is with social media. But those distractions can be in our lives and present themselves in different ways depending on our areas of weakness and strength. When we look at the distractions that we can have emotional distractions. Emotional distractions where we are constantly worried or we're constantly anxious about things that we may not have control of. We may find ourselves having people distractions where people constantly say things that are not appropriate and that can get us off on a tangent and waste our day or sometimes even years, right? Because we continue to replay the things that were said to us. Then we can find ourselves having the physical distractions because we are not taking care of our bodies. We're not eating well. We are not getting the rest that we need. And so throughout the day, we can go through life not being present in the things that we need to be present. We can have spiritual distractions, which every single time when we're about to pray, we can find ourselves in situations where we're answering a text message. A text message continually comes in. When we're supposed to read our Bible, a phone call comes in, and so we're not doing what we have set out to do. When we have put a plan in place of the things that we need to achieve, my question to you is, what are your hindrances from you being able to do those things? Or what are those distractions that you face? Are they physical distractions because maybe, you're busy and you're not able to clean your home? So instead of taking that time to spend time with the Lord, you may end up finding yourself cleaning. Are those distractions things that affecting your mental health because of the things that people said, and you have found yourself in a role where you are not forgiving people? And when we do not forgive people, we're in that space where we're constantly revisiting that crime scene of what happened to us, what someone said to us. And the enemy uses this to keep us in a cycle because we're not able to really reason with that. And so we can continue going in that cycle and not find peace. And by the end of it, we can find ourselves confabulating that crime scene that of the things that happened to us. And sometimes it may end up being far from the truth. But what if we were able to carve out time where we are free from distractions, from the things that take away our peace? We have to know the things that steal our peace, our joy, our hope, and our faith, right? So my question to you today is my challenge to you today is identify those things that steal your peace. Identify the distractions. And from those distractions, which one are you willing to tackle first in order to gain your peace? If it's spending time with the Lord, Do you need to turn your phone off so that you can have time with the Lord and maybe have a physical Bible where you're not constantly receiving messages? Put your phone in another room so that you can focus on the Lord. And you can even start with 10 minutes where you can have a solid 10 minutes where you're uninterrupted with the Lord. Then about people. You have to learn to continue to forgive people so that you are not held in any type of entanglement that the enemy wants to put you in. You have to be willing to let people go so that you are able to live a life that is full of freedom. Then we look at emotion, people distractions. People distractions will always come, but you have to decide how you are going to live your life, because people will always say what they want, and you have to choose to let them go and let what they say go, because you have no control over what they say, but you have control over what you say. So you establish healthy boundaries with people who do not respect you in any way. You have to be willing to invite the Lord into your daily walk and depend on Him, and know that you're not doing this on your own. As it says in the Bible, that each day has enough trouble of its own. So whatever you're facing today, I want to encourage you so you know that you can live a life that is free from distractions. When you identify those distractions, you can let go and you can choose a strategy that works for you, and let the Holy Spirit reveal to you what that solution is. For every spiritual problem, there is always a spiritual solution. Have a blessed day.